Yeah.
I miss you all. Well, okay.
Where are
Sorry, because my computer, I'm now at Department of what is it? Jurisprudence.
Okay.
Okay, I open my mask.
So you are not in your room in home
Yeah,
again?
at Faculty of Law at law school.
Oh, great.
Okay, and because we want to meet each other, we miss our I miss them all for almost 8 months. Okay, so we want to have a gathering after this class. Sorry, this morning my computer has a trouble with the internet. You know that the internet cannot connect to my computer, so my computer is being repaired. Now I'm at the Department of Justice, so Department of Jurisprudence to to teach you. Okay. Um, well, I apologize for this inconvenience. Okay. Now, well, we we are discussing about the concept of law. Which one? To plug in to list list mana to plug in. Okay, let me. Oke, selamat mengajar. Selamat mengajar. Okay, they are. Which one? This one. Okay. Selamat mengajar. Introduction to Jurisprudence. Now we are talking about the concept of law. Is it right? The concept of law, legal concept. Okay. Share. The concept of law. Concept, you know concept? How are you? Kalila, how are you? Good. Now, you behind me is a round table and there are many foods. Many food on it. Many food. And I want to drink coffee because Pak Umar is about new coffee. You know, I don't say Lion Coffee, even though the brand is Lion, but it is in Indonesian is Singa, in Thai is also Singha, Sima in Japanese. Simo is lion in Japanese. Simo, not Singo. Simo Mulyo, Simo Lawang. What is concept? Don't say concept is a draft. It's different. Concept is not a draft. Concept may be defined as an abstract idea or a general notion that occurs in the mind, in speech, or in thought. Well, something that is abstracted to our mind. For example, democracy. Is it legal concept or political concept? Democracy, for example. not democracy. You know, democracy and democracy. It's different. Democracy is a political concept. It is not free speech, not only freedom of speech. It is also responsibility. So if one says about democracy, that should be responsibility, not only is freedom of expression, but it is also a responsibility. Why do you say that way? Why do you speak that one? That one? This is the responsibility that you have to take if you want to um, to use a democracy concept. This is the concept. So concept may be defined as an abstract idea or a general notion that occurs in the mind, in speech, or in thought. Okay. Wow. This is the concept. Shall we go on? Okay. It is understood to be the fundamental building block of thought and belief. The concept of heaven, for example. I think if you rely on the holy book of each religion, the concept of heaven is different from each religion to another. For example, perhaps um, in the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah, I think they have the same the same concepts on heaven. But in Buddhism, it's different one. This is the concept. Whether or not they really exist, well, it depends on our religion. So reincarnation, for example, it is a concept of Hinduism. We cannot challenge because it is a belief. It is a belief. According to you, this way. According to me, this is this way. Okay. But there's a general concept. For example, legal person. You know, legal person, or in the United States, it is called juridical person. Legal person or juridical person. What is it? Juridical person or legal person is a company established by people or by legal person too. Okay. The shareholders, or we call it stockholders of the legal person, have separate property from the legal person. So the legal person has its own property that separate from its stockholders. This is legal person. So legal person is limited liability company. Limited liability company. In Indonesian, it is called PD. PD. Perseroan Terbatas. PD. PD is a legal person. Foundation is also a legal person. Cooperative is also legal person. You know cooperative? Co-op. In the United States, it's called co-op. Cooperative is a legal person. It is a concept. Without the, such a concept, there's no large transaction. Without such a concept, there's no large transaction. If it is only personal transaction or individual transaction, well, I guess there's no large transaction like export and import. This is the concept of legal person. Okay, the concept is significant in law. Larceny, embezzlement, fraud, they are legal concept. You know, fraud in our penal code is um, specified in Article 378. Article 378 of our penal code deals with fraud. 378. Well, here my brother, who is a lawyer, he said to me, "Well, my client is is charged with Sanjipa, Sanjipa 378 Sanjipa. My client is charged with Sanjipa. You know, Sanjipa. San means three. Chi 7 Pa 8. Sanjipa. Okay. As such, concept without out from several disciplines such as linguistic, philosophy, and law. Linguistic. Well, I give you an example. Thought, for example. The same spelling T-O-R-T, T-O-R-T, in the United States or in English-speaking countries. Thought means like unlawful act, but it's different one. Thought has three meanings. First, trespass. Second is negligence. And the third is against the duty of care. Thought. But the same spelling, which is in France, T-O-R-T, the same spelling has the meaning unlawful act, like in the Dutch word, onrechtmatig and onrechtmatig, which is described in Article 1365 of our civil code. In France, it's called tort, toll, but you have to pronounce it tort. But in English, it is called tort. The same spelling, different pronunciation, France and English. Jurisprudence, for example, as I've told you or before the midterm task, or I think in the beginning of this course, I will. Oh, sorry, I have told you about jurisprudence. Jurisprudence in English is a study of law. But in France, the same spelling but different pronunciation. Jurisprudence, jurisprudence en français, jurisprudence in France is case law in English. Please be careful. So the concept also depends upon linguistic. The concept also depends upon linguistic and philosophy and law. You know the word equity, for example. Equity. Okay, well, I will give you an example. Oh, no, no, no. Why? No, it's not this one. Okay, you see that? You see that? The concept? No?
No,
Okay.
Not yet, sir.
How can I go back to no? Look what? Stop share. Okay, you see again?
yes, Prof.
You see again the concept. Oh no 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 no. Oh nggak ada anu ya, apa namanya? Oh new, ini udah ada. New. Okay. I want to show you. You know, equity. You know, equity in law, it is something like justice. Equitable, for example, equitable equitable principle, for example. This is the principle of justice. But in economic, it is called it is what participatory share. It is equity. Participatory share. It is equity in economics. So it depends on um, what what area now legal concept. An idea that maybe relies in social intercourse to preserve social life. An idea be realized in social intercourse to preserve social life. It is linguistically structured in such a way that lawyers can deploy them. So it is linguistically structured in such a way that lawyers can deploy them. So for example, larceny, it is legal term. You cannot find such a word other than in legal term. Is it theft? Yes, but theft is not legal term. Theft is a common term for stealing. So it is larceny is legal term. So it can be differentiated from embezzlement, for example. Embezzlement. Embezzlement is prescribed in Article 372 of our penal code. For example, equity is a legal concept. It is different when it is under economics concept. Equity, for example. Like revolution. You know revolution? Revolution in political concept is a change that is radical, radically um, change situation. This is revolution. But you know, in geography, I guess revolution is, or as sorry, perhaps it is not geography, but it is in like um,
Science
sorry, sorry,
in astronomical or science.
astronomy, yeah. In astronomy, you know, revolution, you know that Earth, Earth rounds the sun. It is revolution. It's a concept. So what when I was in the junior high school, when I know um, there was a course citizenship, you know, citizenship, and then I know that revolution is radical change, and my teacher asked me, "Hey, what does it mean, revolution?" Well, I told him the revolution is Earth rounds the sun. Get out, get out. I know, and then I was invited to his office, and I know that you can understand that you're very slim, you know. Okay, please let your father come to me. There are many times I was punished by the teachers when I was in elementary school, in junior high school, senior high school, in the university. Well, many times I was punished. Even in a law school, I was also punished several times. But now I'm a professor. It's okay. Internally within the law, concepts are also building blocks of legal rules and can be bundled together in various ways. Now, the functions of legal concept. This is the first function to secure basic individual rights. What are basic individual rights? What are? Of course, life, liberty, property. These are human rights. Human rights that were um, thought by John Locke. By John Locke, human rights. But now, the basic individual rights have been developed in such a way. For example, we have a right to entertainment, the right of education, okay? The right to get married, the right to marry. It's not obligation. Marry, marriage, marriage is not an obligation. It is a right. Whether or not you want to use the right, I really wanted to be a priest a long time ago, but my Ibu Yusta Barat, the late Bu Yusta Barat, who was a lecturer at our faculty, told me, hey, don't do that. You're not appropriate to be a priest. Really, I wanted to go to seminary school because I was Catholic. I was Catholic. No, it is inappropriate for you to go there. Why go? Because we have many girlfriends. Oh, it is inappropriate to me to be a priest. But really, I wanted to be a priest. It's good. You cannot. It's not. It's not appropriate for you. Okay. Well, I follow her. To provide transaction between individuals as well as between individuals and society or the state. So the state rights on individual is limited. There are some limitation. For example, the state is not permitted to forbid someone to get married, but state can lay down conditions or requirement for getting married, but it is not permitted that state impose a prohibition of marriage. No, it's not. It's not a state like that. The state is not allowed to oblige everybody eat with right hand. What about if there's a left-handed people? Left-handed people, left-handed people. He or she does everything with his or her left hand. They are left-handed people. Left-handed people. Please be careful. Left-handed people. Why it is noun with ed? Well, it is English. I don't know. Left-handed people. One-eyed Jack. One-eyed Jack. You know the phrase one-eyed Jack. One-eyed Jack really was a film. One-eyed Jack. That. This is the phrase. if one is strong, even though he has only one eye jack. Something like a bridge too far. You know, a bridge too far. The the idea that is very ambitious. A bridge too far. It is really the title of a book and was filmed a long time ago. A bridge too far. But well, your idea is a bridge too far. Well, I will tell you there are many American phrases that you should know. A bridge too far, not only legal English, but also the phrase that is um, common in American life. A bridge too far. Burn midnight oil, for example. If you don't sleep all the night, this means that you burn midnight oil. If you do something good to another, whether you know or you don't know him or her, this means that you are a good Samaritan. It is phrase in American English. I don't know in British English, but it is in American English. Well, there are many idioms and phrases that should be spit out to you. To secure social order. To secure social order. Types of legal concept. Viewed from its function, legal concept may be differentiated into basic legal concepts which are inherent in human existence. Basic legal concepts which are inherent in human existence. This is not mine. This is not mine. Okay. You know, marriage is a legal concept. Marriage is a legal concept. You know, sale. Sale. You know, sale? Sale is a legal concept, but not sale in summer time sale. No, not sale like sale is a legal concept. Sale contract means purchase and sorry, and sell. Purchase, buy, and sell. It is called sale contract. Sale contract. Sale contract is a legal. I think it is inherent in human existence. Everybody buys something, whatever you are, whatever the thing is, the small thing, the big thing, it is for sell and purchase. You know, sell and purchase. It is sale. Okay, loan. Loan is also um, I think loan is also basic contract. Sorry, basic concept. Loan. You know, if you get a money from bank, you borrow money from bank, for example, you get loan. Don't say you get credit. No, it's loan. You know, credit means you have credit card. I have a credit card. You know, credit means from Latin credere. Credere. What does it mean? To trust. This one is credible. This means that one can be trusted, credible. Credit card means that you are credible. You are credible. I have credit card from Mandiri, BNI, and CIMB Niaga. I'm credited. So credit means belief. If a president, as a head of state, not chief executive, our president and United States president, they are head of states as well as chief executive, because United States, Indonesia, the Philippines, South Korea, and perhaps Brazil are presidential system. So the president is head of state as well as chief executive. The president, as head of state, receives, not accept, receive credential letter, from the ambassador of other state. Well, I hope that my computer is prepared. Sorry, because I talked to Masbeki, who is an expert in IT, and my computer has been prepared. Because of that, our lecture, our class today is delayed. But no problem, isn't it? No problem, is it? Basic concepts which are inherent in human action and concepts that are created for relation between individuals, such as contract, unlawful act, marriage, guardianship, legal. Well, I said that marriage is a basic concept, but I think legal a basic concept for life. Life is a basically concepts. You know, is there any concept that a person who is still alive, a person who is still alive, but not existent? A person who is still alive, but not existent. Do you know that? You know, the legal existence means, for example, the um, ex-Communist Party members were considered to be non-existent. They are still alive now, but they they are prohibited to do everything. You know, in legal concept or in law, sorry, they're considered to be gaps in civil rights. Their civil rights are deprived. So from legal concept, they are dead. They are dead. So I hope that there's no I hope that there's no more regulation or law like that, because to me law should be based on moral. Otherwise it's not law, it's only a power, also only the rule, but without moral. Concepts that are created for relation between individuals, such as contract, unlawful act, marriage. You know, guardianship.
Like for record, something.
Guardianship means something like that. If you know a couple, if a couple, if a family divorced, you know, a family divorced, and then the children are under guardianship. Perhaps their father or guardian or their mother or guardian. It depends on um, on the court. What court will decide?
Sir, is it like custody?
Sorry, custody, right? Custody. Guardianship deals with custody, but you know, guardian um, little bit different from custody. You know, that guardian, a guard, guardians is for someone who is not reached legal age. You know, legal age. One has not reached legal age. They are called minors, and those who have reached legal age, they are called major. Minors whose parents divorce, they are under guardianship. One of them may be their guardian, but custody is different one. One who has reached legal age, that he is incapable to do something because of perhaps mental retardation or crazy, they are under custodian, you know, something like guardianship, but it's different. So custodian is for those who have reached legal age, that they are considered incapable to do legal act. So it is, for example, mental retardation, idiot, or perhaps this in our law, in our civil code, gambler, gambler is not allowed to do a legal act. Gambler and drunken master. Gambler and drunken masters are not allowed to do legal act in our law. I don't know in the United States or in other countries, but in our law, in our civil code, drunken masters and gamblers are unable to do legal act. Okay, please don't be a gambler. Okay, Gabriel.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, why the camera is cannot? Not capable in the legal because they
Well,
are already a citizenship. So why?
why? You know that crazy man is also a citizen, but crazy man is not is unable to do legal act, has no capacity to do legal act. Why?
Okay. Oh, because they didn't
Because
have a some.
psychologically,
Yeah,
you know.
psychology is not good. I mean, the mental health it's not good.
Yeah, right. A gambler just the same thing. Gambler and drunken master. You know, if someone is drunk, you know, if
Yes,
someone
yes,
is
no.
drunk, who am I?
I don't know.
Even he doesn't know his name. He doesn't know his own name. Who am I? Well, even though even he doesn't know his own name. Who am I if he's drunk? Okay. Legal person, you know, as I have told you before, concepts that are developed by legislator and justice to preserve social harmony, larceny, embezzlement, law of evidence, discretion, etc. Law of evidence, you know, in a trial, there's a what we call discovery proceeding, and in discovery proceeding, there should be evidence. Our Indonesian um, criminal process law, who have who have Act number 8 of 1981. You know, there are many um, tool of evidence, tools of evidence. I guess there are witnesses. witnesses. No witness. There should be two witnesses. One witness is not witness. In Latin, it is called unus testis, nullus testis. You test this? One witness is not witness. It should be at least two witnesses to testify under oath. Under oath. So the witnesses should be sworn in. That for Christian, I guess, they cannot, they are not allowed to swear. So what? Affirmation. So aku berjanji, saya berjanji. I affirm not to swear. Okay, now, right. Something that should be honored by others, right? You have right, I have also right. So I have to honor your right, and you have to honor my right. Judy, something that should be done. Judy. I have a duty. This is my duty, my obligation to teach you, but I have right to get payment. But because it is honorarium, I cannot define how much I have to, I can get it. If fee, if I'm at my law firm, I charge my client something million rupiah, for example, it is fee. But if I teach you, I get some payment from the university, it is honorarium. It's not fee. But as a civil servant, I get salary. So salary, fee, and honorarium, which we are different. Of course, your payment, but which salary, honorarium, and fee, they're different. Okay? Because I have done my duty, I got my right. Probably.
Excuse me, Prof. I want,
Please.
is duty and responsibility is the same things?
Duty and what?
Responsibility.
Oh, well, responsibility is a type of duty. Responsibility is a type of duty. In addition to responsibility, there's also liability. You know liability?
Yes.
In law, responsibility is for public law. Liability is for private law. Liability. And there's also accountability. They are part of duty or types of duties. Okay, responsibility. You are responsible. It is a duty. You are responsible. Okay, Gabriel,
Okay, okay, clear. Thank you, Prof.
you're welcome. Thank you. My pleasure. Now in the United States, if you say thank you, I don't say you're welcome, but thank you or my pleasure. This is the development of language. Every time you have to improve your language. Even though I'm Indonesian, well, I still observe the development of language in the United States. Every time I see CNN, they say thank you, and the response is also thank you or my pleasure. There's no you're welcome anymore in the United States, as I observe. Thank you, or my pleasure. This is the development of language in the United States. Okay, property, something that's owned by person, goods. Goods with S and rights, copyrights. I've written some books. I have copyright on it. This copyright may be converted into um, into money. Patent, don't say patent right. Patent, patent is a right. Trademark. I have some copyrights. Goods. Good is every object, either tangible or intangible, movable or immovable, consumable or inconsumable, or that is tradable, usable, or exploitable by the consumers. Goods. It is, I think, modern English. If the ancient English, it is not tangible or intangible, corporeal and uncorporeal. That is translated into Dutch, lichamelijke and onlichamelijke goederen, and translated into bahasa Indonesia, bertubuh tidak bertubuh. But I think it is modern English, tangible or intangible. It's been physical or non-physical, tangible. Copyright is also a good, but it is intangible. Credit. Credit. Do you have cell phone?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you have a cell phone, and if there's no credit inside the cell phone, do you have chip? Chip for your cell phone? Chip?
Yes, in a SIM card.
Yeah, SIM card. What is inside? It is credit. Don't say pulse. Pulse is this way.
Not pulse then.
Pulse. Don't say pulse. But in Bahasa, it is called pulsa. but it's not pulse, you know. In English, it is credit. Okay, please be careful. It's English. You study English. You you communicate in English. Okay. In chip in a SIM card, there's credit. It's not pulse. Pulse it is in your hand here. This is pulse. Yeah. Please be careful. Don't say something in Bahasa into translate from Bahasa into English, just the same thing. No, no, it's different. Person, everyone who has a rights and obligation. Long time ago, not every human being was considered to be person. Slave, slave is considered to be not person. So slave, for example, is considered to be not person. That slavery was abolished since 1815, and I think, I guess, I don't know, I've forgotten. I think since 19th century, slavery was abolished. Now there's no other slavery. I don't know in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I don't know because the only state, the only country that doesn't accept the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, December 10 of 1948, is Saudi Arabia. Before that, there were two states that don't sign the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Former Soviet Union and Saudi Arabia. Now, the Soviet Union has been solved, and only Saudi Arabia that doesn't sign the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So I don't know whether slavery still exists there. I don't know. Even people um, have come from pilgrimage. I think they don't know about that because Makkah is different from the whole Saudi Arabia. Okay, now it's time to stop the session, and I see you on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay. Have a nice
Thank you,
day.
Prof.
Prof.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Prof. Have a nice day.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Prof. Have a nice day. God bless you.
Have a nice day. Okay.